Children, now let us move on to the next chapter, chapter 9, Government Organization. See, the name itself denotes that the organizations owned and created by the state and central legislative is called the government organization. The public enterprise as a form of business organization gained economic importance in recent years. To protect the interest of the general public, the governments have stepped up into the business world also, to save the people from the exploitation of the private enterprises or private parties. But as far as government is concerned, the welfare of the state and welfare of the people is the main motto of any government. So even it is very important for the developed countries like USA and UK to start the government organizations to protect the public and the nation in all respects. See, the government can step into the that is business, the industry or trade and commerce, whatever it is, by two ways. That is, by starting a new unit or by taking over the existing industrial and commercial units owned by the private persons if they misuse, if they are not interested in the public interest. Okay, now that is let's see the meaning and the features of the departmental undertaking. Department form of organization of managing state enterprise is the oldest form of organization. See, most of the early state-owned enterprises were the best examples of department form of organization. In India, Indian Railways are managed by the Ministry of Railways. That is, some departments would be owned by the central government and some departments would be owned by the state government. And post and telegraph services are run as a department by the central government, by the Ministry of Communication. Likewise, Delhi Milk Scheme, Avin Milk here in state, and All India Radio, Doordarshan are the best examples of departmental undertaking. Now, let us see what are the features of this departmental undertaking. First one is ultimate responsibility. See, the responsibility of the management of these departmental undertaking is vested with the particular ministry, and a minister is responsible for all the operations of this departmental undertaking. These ministers would delegate the authority and powers to the people, those who are called the central government employees or state government employees, to carry out the operations relating to that particular department. Next one is government financing. See, these as these departmental undertakings are owned and managed by the government, the finance and the initial investment, capital, whatever it is, recruitment, everything will be done by the government. Accounting and audit. See, as these things are owned by the government, again, the accounting and audit will be done periodically and completely by the government departments. So, which is a very genuine one. As far as the private is concerned, some manipulations and other things may happen, but as far as this government undertaking is concerned, everything would be clear. They are managed by civil servants. So the departmental undertaking is managed by the civil servants, those who are called the employees, state government or central government employees. They are the government servants, and they would have that loyalty to work for the government properly. Sovereign immunity. Departmental undertaking cannot be sued anybody without the consent of the government. So the government should give the consent to be sued or to sue upon anyone. So these are the main features of departmental organization. Children, now let us see the advantages of this departmental undertaking. First one is easy formation. As we all know, it is started by the special act by the state or central parliament or whatever it is. See, the formation of this departmental undertaking is much easier. If the government has decided, means it can pass, it can start the organization very easily. Next one is direct under control of the parliament or state legislature. The departmental undertaking is directly responsible to the parliament or the state legislature through its overall head, that is the minister concerned. So this is the major advantage of this type of undertakings. So all the decisions and all the capitalization or recruitment will be done so much easily when compared to the private organizations. Next one is secrecy maintained. See, as far as the defense and atomic power which related to the safety of the nation is concerned, only the departmental undertaking or government organization is the best way to maintain secrecy. Lesser burden of tax on public. Earnings of departmental undertakings are entirely paid into the government treasury. So the government would get more and more funds through the profit earned by these departmental undertakings. Thereby, they could do more public activities, or they could improve the infrastructure activities. Thereby, the tax burden of the public may be reduced sizably. Instrument of social change. See, the government can promote economic and social justice through these departmental undertaking. See, the departmental undertakings are a means to provide more and more employment opportunities. Through these the community service programs, they could develop the infrastructure facilities to the people by to a greater extent. Then next one is lesser risk of misuse of public money. As we all know, these public undertakings, that is departmental undertakings, are subject to the annual accounting and auditing. So the misuse of money is very rare, as in the case of private enterprises. That is, the risk of misuse of public money is relatively less, guided by the rules and regulations of the ministry. So the government would guide these organizations to improve its technology, manpower, capital, infrastructure, whatever needed. See, if any shortcoming is there, immediately they would even send some officials to the foreign countries to get or acquire needed knowledge, and whatever it is, they would bring all the latest technologies from the other countries also if needed. So through these the guidance and other things, these government and departmental undertakings would grow enormously well when compared to this private enterprises. So these are the major advantages of this departmental undertaking.